today's video, as you can see by the title, it's about journaling. If you personally know me, then you know my love and adoration for journaling. It honestly changed my life. So if you click this video, you maybe don't really know a lot about journaling, you want to get into journaling, you want to start journaling, and you also want to figure out different types of journaling. And that is what I'm here to talk about today. And that's what I'm here to tell you. So, just with a little backstory and a little history about how I started journaling. So about 2016 I had my first seizure, and that seizure, I think it was I'm not exactly sure what happened, but 2018 is when I started having frequent and regular seizures, and my seizures were stress induced. So I was going through a lot at the time with my work, my personal life, things like that. So if I was stressed, it was more than likely that I would have a seizure or pass out. So I started journaling because I was also having some short-term memory loss, and I had to go to the doctor at least once a month because of my seizures. So in order to remember if I experienced any stress, I started journaling every day for a year, an entire year. I journaled every day. And I also wanted to get a hold of my emotions, because when I'm stressed, I also kind of lose control of my emotions. So I also wanted to track my moods and see how I was doing every day. And I just wanted to reflect on my day. Even if I wasn't stressed that day and was having a good day, I still wanted to reflect on it. So also when I was going back to the doctor, I would just use my journal to recall what happened to me in that entire month and how I was feeling, and if I experienced any stress. So not only, I wasn't told to do so by my doctor, it's just something I thought of. Going through the stress that I was experiencing, I was trying to find ways to cope, but nothing was really working until I had the worst seizure that I had that caused me to go to the hospital for a longer period of time than normal. That's what I did, and the habit just stuck. So I don't journal every day like I used to, but now I do, maybe I do an affirmations list every day, or I also track my moods every day on my phone. So I might not journal in the typical sense like I did before, but I do track my moods every day, maybe journal a few times a week, do journal prompts, affirmations list, gratitude list, stuff like that. So this is basically a journaling 101 for you guys. So I'm just going to talk about 3 simple different types of journaling. So this is beginner journaling if you're just starting. So the first I'm going to show you guys is a planner. So I have an undated planner here, and this one has one page of like a bullet journaling page, and then it just has the week there. So I consider this a form of journaling because it keeps you organized. You can put like a little note for yourself, like an encouragement note for the week, helps you know what you need to do for the week. This is really easy. So this is really beginner, especially if you're not the type that's used to long handwriting. So this is really quick, really simple, and this is a great way to start getting organized. So I personally prefer undated planners because not everyone starts a planner right in January. Some people just get into planning and using a planner maybe in May or July, whenever. So I think an undated planner is best, also because you don't feel like you're wasting a planner if you get a dated one. Because if you get a dated one and you start in May, it's a planner just for that year, so you could feel like it's going to waste. So personally, I suggest an undated planner. And then another form of journaling is just like your regular ruled paper here. And this journal I recently got. It's just a notebook, but with these types of notebooks, you can just do regular journaling where you just write it like a diary. So you put the date and you just reflect on your day. And these ones are really easy to keep track of. It's all, this one, I'm not sure how many pages this one is, but ones like this could last you maybe even 4 months if you journal every day. And these ones are really simple. When you're using these types of journals, you could also do, if you're someone who suffers from anxiety, I also suggest doing brain dumps or thought dumps, where you use no punctuation, no periods, no commas, nothing like that. Because when you're feeling anxious, you're having a million thoughts per second. And when you just do just a thought dump where you don't use any periods or anything like that, you're basically writing how your mind is feeling, and you're just dumping everything onto the paper, and you feel a huge release and pressure off your shoulders when you do a thought dump. So those are the types of journaling I suggest for these type of notebooks. And then my personal favorite is bullet journaling. So isn't this bullet journal beautiful? I won it in a giveaway. I make bullet journals as well, but my personal one for myself, I use that for something else. So I just want to show you guys this one because it's kind of more related to the video. So if you don't know, bullet journals come with the dotted paper like this. The bullet journals that I make come with grid paper, so that one's also a little bit different. So I wanted to show you guys the dotted paper. So with bullet journaling is kind of everything combined. Like, that's where the idea started from. So the idea started from, it's a way to keep yourself organized, but with anything. So you could put a planner in here, and it helps with creativity as well, because when it comes to these planners, they're designed a specific way. But if you do bullet journaling in these types of journals, you can draw how exactly you want your planner to look. You could also do to-do lists in here, and this one comes with journal prompts. So the girl that makes these journals also gives journal prompts in here. So that's another thing you could do. You could do habit trackers. Because it has the dotted pages, it's really easy to draw literally anything you want. You might not even need a ruler with these. Sometimes I don't even use a ruler. If I wanted to make like a box or something, it's really easy to do on these types of paper, which is why I personally, for the journals that I make, I personally got the grid paper just for beginners, so it's easier for them to just draw a line on their own freehand. And bullet journaling, I love bullet journaling the most because it's where I can be most creative and put myself into the journal. Because I know with with the other notebook that I mentioned, it's mainly just your thoughts that you're putting down, but with bullet journaling, for me, I can put my entire self into the journal, because I can draw anything I want. I can customize it exactly how I want. So it feels like an extension of myself, and I know I put all my work and all myself into the journal. So it's not just about what I'm writing, but it's also how I'm writing it. And that also makes me feel a lot better when I do these, because of the creativity, the effort, the time that I put into it. So when I do that, I like seeing the creativity, so it also inspires me to keep coming back to my journal. Because when you just write in a plain, you get bored with journaling, so that's another reason why I suggest bullet journaling. The creativity and how it looks, it really can attract you back to the journal and makes you want to keep writing in it. So that's another way that you can stay consistent with bullet journaling. Show you quickly something that I drew. So it's something really simple. I'm doing a 21-day challenge, and these are some of the things that I wrote down. And it keeps me motivated seeing this on the page, because it's really cute. It's me, basically. Like, this is how I think in my head, and that's why I love journaling. Everything I feel and everything I think is on my page and on my paper. And sometimes when it comes to like the day-to-day journaling, sometimes when I'm feeling down, I can go back to a page or a time or read one of the journal prompts that I wrote where I was having a really good day, feeling really good about myself, and reading how I felt that day is kind of like a pick-me-up, because I think back to that time and I think on when I was happy kind of makes me feel a little bit better at times. So it helps me look forward to more good times. Even though maybe I might not feel better that day, at least I know that I do have good times, and it motivates me to have more good days. So those are the 3 simple ways you can start journaling. Any of these, whichever one fits your personality most, fits your lifestyle most, it all depends on you. There's so many forms and types of journaling. These are just the 3 that I have right now, but there's so many I could probably do another video on that also can cater to your struggles or your needs. Lots of people need to journal based on what they're going through. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to know anything more about journaling, just comment down below and I could do another video talking about other forms of journaling. And thanks for watching.